the way I see it is like this. Before a leader can try and effect change with his policies, he needs to understand first the acceptability of that change among the people. So in the early years, after Merdeka, the policy at the time was somewhat laissez-faire, so it's a non-interference. It's just let's try to grow the economy generally in the hopes that there'll be some trickling down effect that even the poor will benefit. So after 13 May, Tun Razak decided that we had to do away with that laissez-faire policy. We had to be more interventionist. So the government of that time basically came up with policies that addressed issues very directly. How do we handle disparity? How do we kill poverty, in the bud, and all that, So we have to look back now. What is the state of our people? Can they take very direct intervention, or should it just be a very general? Let's basically enrich the whole nation in the hopes that somehow the poor will benefit from it. I think the solution will be somewhere in between.
Right.
So the country might not be able to withstand very direct, very harsh, very hard interventionist type of policy. We need to kind of cajole the people into accepting the fact that the government should not be coming out with just populist policies. There needs to be some hard decisions to be made, which means that all of us will have to tighten our belts, government especially. So, and in the hopes that with this, in the long run, the country will be back on track and grow. And then in between, there should be also policies, although not too harsh, to try and bring our people back together again. You see, if I may, the Malays have certain fears. The other races also have certain fears. So how do we address these fears? And it should not be a zero-sum game, obviously. Make all of us understand, that, okay, that is what you are afraid of, and this is what I'm afraid of. Let's try and combine minds, put our minds together and address these things. So in the end, we come up with a collective decision that is good for the nation in the long run, and our young people will feel that, okay, this is their nation that they will inherit, and that they won't go anywhere else and leave us. So that's my hope, really, and I hope to play a role in that, and I hope you too will play a role, and all of us actually should take that responsibility for the good of our nation.
Powerful. Back to the future.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Charles Lee. Before this episode starts, I have a small favor to ask from you. Many visit and watch the videos and they find it very informative. They get excited. Some of them write to me on my email, but they don't subscribe. So would you do me a small favor? Would you just press that subscribe button? It'll be so good for all of us. Certainly it helps the channel grow. It adds a little bit of vitality to the channel. At the same time, the numbers get bigger, and my heart gets bigger too. So just to know that you're with me, you enjoy the company, and I enjoy your company, you won't believe it. So please subscribe, press that button. I want to hear those bells jingle, and most of all, stay tuned. And I love your company. We'll talk again.